Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. In this video, we will have the example of hypothesis testing for mean when sigma is unknown. The question is, a manager of a restaurant claims that the average time taken to serve food after the customer places an order is within 20 minutes. A recent random sample of 30 customers showed that the mean time taken to serve food to them was 20.75 minutes. With a standard deviation 1.85 minutes. Test the claim made by the restaurant manager at 5% significance level. List out all the information given first. You have here average time taken is within 20 minutes. Within 20 minutes here means your average is less or equal than 20. So this is the claim made by the restaurant manager. Then you have also the random sample of 30 customers. This is your N value, which is 30. The mean time was 20.75 minutes. This is your average from the sample of 30, which is X bar equivalent to 20.75. And also the standard deviation given is from the sample of 30. So this one will be your S value equal to 1.85. This is where you differentiate the first subtopic and the second subtopic. Before this, sigma known, the question gives the value of standard deviation from the whole population. But for this question, standard deviation here is from the random sample of 30. So this one will be your S. And then the last one is your significance level, which is 5%. So this is your alpha value 0.05. Always follow the 5 steps solving hypothesis testing. The first step will be stating the null and alternative hypothesis. So this one will be based on the question. So question asks, test the claim. So your claim just now is mu less or equivalent to 20. So you have the equality sign here. Therefore, your claim is at null hypothesis. So you have null is mu less or equivalent to 20. And then your alternative will be mu is more than 20, the opposite symbol. Second step is stating the critical value and rejection region. So in this step, you have to draw your normal curve first, and then you have to decide where is your rejection region. That one based on your alternative hypothesis. You have the symbol of more than here, meaning that your rejection region will be at your right side. Then the other side is your non-rejection region. The value of the rejection region, the area is referring to the significance level value. So given here 5%, so your area is 0.05. Okay, one more thing for the second step is you have to decide your critical value. So in this case, sigma unknown, you will use T value instead of Z value. Before this, in the previous example, you will have Z value, which is for sigma known, meaning that the population standard deviation is given. But for this example, you are not having the value of sigma. That's why you are using the T value, which is for sigma unknown. So how to find the T value? You have to know the degree of freedom. The formula is n minus 1. Your n just now is 30. So 30 minus 1 is 29. And then refer to the T table. Alpha value is 0.05 with the degree of freedom 29. So your T value will be 1.699. How to read the T table you have learned in the previous chapter. Step number 3 is calculating the test statistic value. So in this step, you have the T formula, which is X bar minus mu over S divided by square root of N. So you are using S here for standard deviation from the sample. So just substitute all the values given. X bar is your sample average, which is 20.75, minus mu is mean from population 20 over S given is 1.85 divided by and also given, which is 30, square root of 30. So substitute everything, you have the answer 2.22 for the test statistic value. Step number 4 is make a decision. So in this step, you have to refer to the previous calculation, which is in test statistic value. So your test statistic value just now is 2.22. So you have to compare this value with your region, whether this value fall in the non-rejection region or rejection region. So 2.22 falls somewhere here in your rejection region. So how you decide? Since the test statistic value did fall in rejection region, hence we reject the null hypothesis. So every time your test statistic value fall in the rejection region, you will reject your H0. Okay, the last step is making a conclusion. So this step is based on your question. So question asks, test the claim. So your claim just now is mu is less or equivalent to 20. So refer back to your decision. Your decision is rejecting the null hypothesis, meaning that you are accepting the other hypothesis because you are rejecting the null. So you can say that at 5% significance level, we do have enough evidence to reject the claim because your claim is at the null hypothesis. Or you can also write as at 5% significance level, we do have enough evidence to say that the mean time taken to serve food after customer places an order is more than 20 minutes. More than 20 here means you are referring to the alternative hypothesis. Because you are rejecting the null, you can say that the alternative is correct. Okay, so you have options to do your conclusion, but make sure that one tally with your decision. Okay, that's all for this example.